Halo Infinite, a game that still holds a lot of mystery, but at the same time it allows us to have a lot of imagination. We all know it will capture the best of both old and new Halo, along with some new ideas that I'm certain 343 Industries will take advantage of to propel the series forward. And in the last episode of this series, we had a look at what a Halo Infinite stealth mission would look like, and how it would benefit the game's tone and overall pacing, as well as any features we'd like to see that are both new and old. Halo's always kind of been known for its bombastic endings, pumping adrenaline around your body, sending shivers down your spine, and most of all, in my opinion, bringing an unstoppable grin to your face. Now, a huge factor for me has always been the endings. Halo 1, Halo 3, and 4 have these moments specifically, and other games have incorporated them in similar ways, but they're my favourites in particular. Now, in today's episode of The Future of Halo Infinite, we'll be discussing what the final mission of Halo Infinite will look like, and should this be a Warthog run, as well as looking at other things in the past, present and future, and also, I'm sure, what let the previous missions down in a lot of ways.
Ultimate Halo.
Welcome back to Ultimate Halo. My name is Fletch, and you should follow my latest Halo shenanigans by following me on Twitter, as well as subscribing and hitting that bell icon. Yes, that is the one. Just down there. Yeah, cool. No doubt. I remember my first memories with Halo Combat Evolved. The game changed what I thought a video game could do, and I had very specific memories of this game, especially the ending. Fending off the flood in tight corridors, getting my hands on a Warthog to escape the Pillar of Autumn, Echo 419 being killed in an attempt to rescue the Chief, and finally flying away on a longsword? Something sword. Sure, it's a longsword. And then to flee the impending destruction of Installation 04. 2 words. Frankie epic. Okay, I was trying to say the F word and then Frankie, but then it didn't work out, but you get my point. Moving on. What really captured me was the tempo. From start to finish, you get a clear increase in the level of how the game will push you. By having you start off in a quiet corridor, putting you in close quarters with the Flood, then upping the ante by having cross battles between the Covenant, Sentinels and the Flood. At the same time, it was a lot to take in, and then going to drive against the timer to flee the installation was just tense. Without any doubt in my mind, this was a fantastic mission, but at the same time, it had issues. Of course, the driving was relatively clunky. You died so easily if you got out and tapped the vehicle, or it tapped you, yes. You hear me right, if it tapped you, it was ridiculous, honestly, check this out.
Fuck! Oh!
The environments were also very compassed, and you didn't get a lot of the visual spectacles and variety that future games would provide, but nonetheless, it was still, for its time, ahead of its game. With that said, I don't want to understate that the impact the game had, and the impact is a key word here, and how you end the game can either put your game in the trash or really propel it forward for other games to follow. I mean, look at Mass Effect Andromeda or Fallout 3. From what I've heard, I mean, I've played Fallout 3, not Andromeda, but they are supposed to be great games, but what they failed to deliver on are good endings, which leaves a bitter taste in the player's mouth. I'll admit, and we get this later in Halo 2, and that's an exception as well, but I will go over that later. Halo Combat Evolved was a game that left you with a sense of relief, and the Master Chief saying his line,
No, I think we're just getting started,
just left you thinking, holy hell, there's going to be a sequel, and you're already thirsty for more, and it's just one ridiculously epic finale. Then you go to multiplayer, and then, well, this happens, I guess. Then comes Halo 2, assuming because of time constraints there's no Warthog run, and you can actually look at General Kid's video. They very much had the intention by the look of things by having you escape High Charity. Nonetheless, it was disappointing, but at the same time, the game did a lot different enough, other than the god-awful ending, of course, that it was okay. So at this stage, I won't pretend that the ending is good. It's piss poor, and Bungie will admit that when they look back, and they know that, and they say it was because of time constraints, and they didn't particularly have much choice because a lot was cut from the ending of the game. With that said, I will give credit where credit is due. That line was iconic at the end when he's saying, "Sir, finishing this fight. And even though it left you feeling so frustrated, being on such a painful cliffhanger, with no doubts in any way could you look forward and be like, Jesus, you had to buy this game. Halo 3 was it just felt a million miles away. That's all I'm going to say about that. So flash forward to 2007, a long, excruciating 3 years. Trust me, I waited that 3 years, much like many of you guys. It was painful. Halo 3 comes round the corner, and that's right, goddamn motherfucking Halo 3, and still to this day, the ending makes you feel like such a badass. Much like the other missions, it starts you off quiet, builds you up in pace, gives you quite possibly one of the saddest deaths in gaming, which I'm still not over, by the way. And then gives you an escape mission to avoid the destruction of this new Halo ring, very much akin to Halo Combat's Evolved. There are pillars and panels just blowing up everywhere, overwhelming the player to a hilarious degree, and still to this day I have an absurd amount of fun, especially when you with all of your buddies just having moments like this.
Seatbelts are for wusses.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Sorry guys.
Flying piece of road. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, there was not a road. That was not a road.
God damn
That
it.
is unsafe.
You're killing
We're not all
us.
stuck in here, are we?
Jack, why are you doing this?
How could this happen to
Fuck
me?
my life. Oh no! Oh no!
Okay, so once the game ends, it gives you a moment of calm. This becomes a theme in a lot of the games, and it's important that the player reflects on a lot of their journey, how they started off, not knowing much about the character and the journey ahead, but now it feels like they've completed what they set out to do. Even though I am a huge fan of Halo Reach's ending, and I'm actually going to gloss over it because it does something different than usual, and I don't think it entirely applies to Halo Infinite, but Halo 4, on the other hand, the mission structure is very similar to its predecessors, has kind of a Warthog run, but you're in a broadsword, has you build up to a final encounter, and the ending, just the ending. So you get my point. Then I'm going to let you in on a little secret. This is a moment with Lasky, and it's my favourite moment in the entire franchise, because what the Master Chief was feeling was exactly what I was feeling, and today I do commend 343's writing on this because it is excellent.
Chief, I won't pretend to know how you feel. I mean, I've lost people I care about, but never anything like you're going through.
Our duty as soldiers is to protect humanity, whatever the cost.
You say that like soldiers and humanity are two different things. I mean, soldiers aren't machines. We're just people. I'll let you have the deck to yourself.
She said that to me once. About being a machine.
Okay, so I'm a little bit out of breath. So, Halo Infinite, it's just upon the horizon. Why am I talking about this? I don't even know what the story is going to go like. And by you saying that, because I know a majority of people might be thinking of that, you are incredibly right. But why I want the game to get this right is because the ending of the game is genuinely going to affect the franchise going forward and the way they perceive future Halo titles. It's important for a game to look back and acknowledge the journey you have been on. It should pull at your heartstrings, making you want more after an epic finale. It should also want to make you change some of your decisions. Look at Red Dead Redemption 2. You feel like you've been on the most incredible journey. It's got its highs and lows. Even though you've completed the story, it will change your relationship with how you see the world you've spent so much time in. Halo isn't an open world, and it will still make you want to go back. Trust me on that. It will strengthen the bond between you and its characters over time. I don't know if 343 necessarily have the courage to kill Master Chief, show his face, or do something bold like that. I know they wanted to make the best damn Halo game they can, which is a quote from pretty much everybody I spoke to when I've been to the studio, by the way. But if they are up for such challenges, it can only be successful if the journey and the end itself is something that the players feel and experience and relate to. After all, we might all play as the Master Chief, but ultimately this is our journey. This is us playing the game and emoting through the game. I do want you guys to tell me down below how you think Halo Infinite should end. After sitting here for days mulling over this script, I actually played some Halo 2 soundtrack and thought heavily about it, and then pretty much the music wrote the script as I went along. It evoked me by listening to a lot of the motifs that I've listened to so many times over the years, and I actually came out more passionate about this topic than I started. Lastly, I do want to say, even though it wasn't the most satisfying of cutscenes, Halo 5's cutscenes didn't really do much for me at the ending, but what I did really like is the build up to save Master Chief from being put in a cryptum. I hadn't really connected with Fireteam Osiris, I'll admit, but at that point it felt like they had purpose. My heart was racing, and I literally raced to set him free. I remember gritting my teeth, hoping this would not happen. And eventually, to my relief, he was set free, and that was a really satisfying moment. Even though the ending with the crawling thing was just, yeah, wasn't great in my opinion. I have a lot of confidence in 343 though. They seem excited, and I know they're looking forward to sharing their excitement with the world, with more coming in the future. For now, my fingers remain crossed, and I hope you enjoy this video by leaving a like and hitting that subscribe button. My name is Jack Fletcher. I will see you next time on the one and the only Ultimate Halo.
Subscribe now to Ultimate Halo for more unfriggin' believable Halo content.